So I updated my Raidraptors build, and I've been winning a lot of duels. I haven't entered any tournaments. I was just trying to get the hang of the updated cards because I was playing with my mindset of the 2000 the 2 years ago. I was playing Raidraptors, and it was more simpler playing Tribulanius as a one card starter and ending up on Dragoon and Ultimate Falcon in one combo. So there was other Raid Raptor players there, and they were trying to show me the updated stuff, and they're like, I go to the basic, what's his name route. I kept going to the basic Raiders Night straight for it, and they was like, you should do the other routes just in case to be more safe. And then I'm like, what's programmed in my head is the way I was playing Raid Raptors my way 2 years ago. So it's like I have to deprogram myself to rebuild myself to play with the new build. So I'll get into the deck profile real fast. And I had like some spicy cards on the side, and they were like, that's not a bad idea. Maybe I should try that. I'm still playing around with it. I've beaten everybody I played against going first, but I struggled going second. So I'm still working on it. So I play the Raiders Night since you exceed with it, and it can't the exceed monster cannot be targeted with card effects or so forth. Tribulanius, basic 3 of. Extender, Strangle, 3 Strangles. The newer cards, 3 Bloom. And to end it, I play 3 Samog. So like any 2 cards where you play Tribute and it doesn't get ashed or anything, and you have an extender, you good. But if you play Tribute, it's a critical weak point, but you have to worry about imperm and ash and stuff. But I mean, obviously, if you're watching this deck, it's because you play it, so you probably better at. Excuse me, you're probably better at it than I am. And I'm playing 2 Fuzzy. I hate being locked into Raid Raptor cards, so I play it as a 2 of just in case you start off with Foolish Burial or Tribute. So it's a good just extension by just sending it to graveyard and searching another one. And then the 1 of is I'm playing 1 Memory Cry, 1 Vanishing. So it's like off of the rank 7. If you bring these out, you have options depending on what your hand is. 1 Lenore, Nor, or whatever, and 1 Heal Eagle. And there's times I played this and got rid of trap cards. When I went into the rank 7, I used, since he couldn't be targeted because of Raiders Ring, I used him. All their traps targeted, so they couldn't play their traps. So then I used the rank 7 to bring him out, and then I went into a link, and then I would bring out the Raidraptor Exceed that destroys traps on summon and they can't respond. And then I used this to get the rank up spell back, and then I would rank up the monster into number 10 because it ranks up by 2 levels. So I will use the rank 7 to go into the one that destroys traps, pop all their back row. They can't respond to it because of its effect. Then I'll use this to recycle the spell that ranks up 2 level higher. Then I'll turn the 8 into a 10, which is basically Ultimate Falcon. So that's what I've been doing. So it's like I don't want to just play the decks because I have them, but I play the decks because I play them my way. My way is different from what everybody else is playing it. Just because everybody else is following a blueprint doesn't mean you should always think that way. You always have to try to think outside the box under every scenario. So that's what I do. I innovate things my way. If I have an interest in them, I don't play them just because. I want to play them my way. And showcase things other people might not be seeing or whatnot. This is the spell card I was talking about. So when you go into this, going into the 7, and you go full combo, I'll bring out Heal Eagle, go into the one that destroys all their traps, and if that's only in my scenarios, they were all traps that targeted, so he couldn't play them because of whatchamacallit. So then I'll go combo, go into heal eagle, and then go into the link. The other one tribute activates. If they don't have nothing in response to the one sent into the grave, it brings out the rank 8, which pops for their back row. And then I use heal eagle to recycle, turning the level 8 into ultimate falcon. So it's either way I end up with ultimate falcon. I'm run 2. I just love this card, so I'd rather have 2. You only really need 1, but again, I like 2. And 1 Phantom Knight, because I like using the XYZ Dragon. The main reason I played this deck is because I liked it in the anime when Shay was playing with it, and then Yuto was playing the XYZ Dragon. And I'm like, why are you going through the 3 to go to Raider's Knight to go into the Dragon, or anything, when it could just be 2 of the Raidraptors to go into the Dragon? And then this just ranks it up into the other one that is more powerful and negates and does more things. So 1 Roost, 1 Glorious Bright, and then 2 Swallow's Colliery. So if you need Pacific ones, you could just tribute from the hand and use this to get the one that you want per exactly, and you can go full combo. And 1 Foolish. And that's it for the Raidraptor support. Spell and traps, or things that go with it. I love this spell card. Now from the other stuff, I'm running another Raidraptor. Like I was running, I'm running 3 Allure of Darkness. All of them are dark monsters, so it's like you can literally play all 3, banish 3, and then play Roost, put those 3 back, draw 1 more card. So you're drawing 7 cards, and this is not a once per turn. So, and then Roost will just put them back, put all 3 banished ones to the bottom of the deck, you draw 1. So you're drawing 7 cards. But I was using at first the one that it says if you have 2 winged base monsters on the field, you can draw 2 cards by paying 600 life points, but that's a once per turn. If it wasn't a once per turn, I'd rather use that one because like it goes with the wing beast. But then he was like, just run Allure of Darkness. It's way better if you want to draw. So I'm like, why not? 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, and 3 Droplets. These are like for going second. Like I build my deck for going second, but it can go first because like I said, I've been winning all my game 1s, but game 2s is like where I struggle. So it's like I want a board breaker if they have the boards, and it's hard to play through and so forth. And you can just do so much, and you can use this to send Bloom and another one to the graveyard, and then use Bloom in the graveyard anyways to just bring them both back. So it's like you could do so much more. Or you can even imprint 1 card, and then let's say you try to negate it, you can use this to send the imprint to graveyard, and then you're getting 2 negates for the price of 1, because like if you play this to get rid of that, you're just negating once, but the imprint will activate. You can chain this to it, so you're negating 2, like a 2 for 1. So the deck is exactly 40. I have other going second cards in my extra deck and going first cards. 2 Ice Tricks. I'm still playing around with the extra deck. 2 Force Tricks. I'm trying to get them secret, so that's why they're common, because I don't want nothing but secret. I'm thinking about running this one more, but it's good as one of. Brave Tricks. Arsenal Falcons, the card I was talking about. So you will use the combo, and then since it has the other card that can be targeted, I would bring Heal Eagle to the field and then go into the link just to get, if they don't call by the grave or anything, I would go into Satellite Cannon, and then when he summon, he pops all back rows, they can't respond to it. And then I'll use Heal Eagle to recycle the spell, and then this is 8 plus 2 is 10, so then I would go into Ultimate Falcon, 2 Rising Rebellions, 2 Raider's Knight. I don't know, like I said, I love this card, so Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon, when Yuto was playing it, But I'm like, Shay could just play it because it's 2 dark monsters, so why not? And then using the other rank of spell, turning him into Dark Requiem. So just getting a more powerful dragon, and it's another negate on the field and stuff like that. And Arc Rebellion Dragon. And it's like another thing where it's like I have to have dragons in my deck. It's mainly Winged Beast, but like they go into dragons, and I just love dragons, so. These are just some cards in the extra deck, but one guy was like, it's spicy that I was running Iron Dragon, and he's also a dark, so you can use him for dark Allure of Darkness. He's also a level 4 dark, so you can use him for some of the Exceed monsters. And then he negates the column and pops the column, so it's like you can have it where you have the Link, the Exceed, and then Roost, and it's like off of 1 card. You can go full combo and have the lineup. So when they try to play something, most of the Fire King players I played, or any player that just relied on links, I would set up with Y-Strix, the Exceed, any Exceed, and then Roost will be here, lining them up perfectly, and they'll look at me weird. And then they'll go, and they need to establish at least 1 link on the field to do something with their deck. And this says, as long as you have 3 cards in the same column, you can special summon it, and that's the only way to special summon it, and it would pop everything in that column, and that column becomes unusable. So since Y-Strix will be in 1 extra monster zone space, you summon this in the other one, not in the other one, but like under it. That whole column can be used, and then they couldn't play. And then you have game anyway, so they summon monsters or defense or set back row, just play the other trap, the spell, bring out the ultimate, and so forth, and you know the rest if you actually play the deck. But he was like, that's a great idea. He never thought of it. But I ran it in my old build, so I didn't take it out. Lightning Storm, Harpy's Feather Duster, Change of Heart, Coil by the Grave, and just in case you want more stuff to just negate, Dark Ruler No More. So there's a mix of going first and going second cards. This is a great going first card, but it sucks going second unless, let's say they have something in the thing, but it can be popped. You can just use this to just bait out stuff, and it pops everything in the column as long as there's 3 cards lined up, or even if it's there. So it's like, I don't know, this is a great card I love. So this is my Raidraptor update deck, but I'm still trying to learn it and to play the new way and with the new cards. So then I have to figure out, I don't know, I've been liking these 2 cards. You can easily search this, and if you normally search one, like you're able to search the other one with in so many ways, or if you draw one, you're like basically just having another game on the field. And then I like this as a monster reborn. Basically, you can bring back, let's say Ultimate Falcon goes to the graveyard, you can use this and go to the 12 one. And then, I don't know, I just saw this in my extra deck. I'm like, it's a bird. It's a bird, but not only that, if you use it with this, you will summon target, and then this can attack up to 3 times on monsters. Not on monsters, like if it destroys a monster, you can banish a Raidraptor from grave, and then it can attack again, and that's not using its overlay units. So like, let's say they have 2 monsters. You can attack the first one, it gets destroyed, it's unaffected, so it's like, it'll destroy the first monster, and it's 38. Banish a Raidraptor monster from graveyard. It can attack the second monster. Banish another Raidraptor. As long as it attack a monster, you could do up to twice per turn. It can then attack directly for 38. Then his actual effect is you can detach 1 material and put back all the banished cards to the graveyard. So everything you banished with him, or Dark Allure of Darkness, or the other cards, you can put him back. And then he's a 12. So the reason I said I've been liking this with it is because, let's say they get rid of Raidraptor Ultimate Falcon, you can use this special Raidraptor Ultimate Falcon from the graveyard, and then it goes into a rank 2 ranks higher. So 10 plus 2 is 12. So like that's the way to get this. And this has no restrictions on it. Like if you play this, you pay half your life points. Target one Raidraptor in your graveyard, special summon it, then special summon from your extra deck one XYZ monster that's ranked 2 higher than that monster. This is special summon is treated as an XYZ summon. So like it doesn't have any backdraw, like aside from paying life points. It doesn't have anything like you can't summon anything else except Exceed monsters or Dark monsters, or you can't special summon. Like it has no backdraw to it. So I would pay half my life points, bring back Ultimate Falcon, and then go into this. And then this, like I said, you can attack one monster, banish a card. It's also unaffected by the card effects as long as it has a Raidraptor under it, which is Ultimate Falcon. So attack one monster, banish a Raidraptor from graveyard. It can attack the other monster, banish one, but it can't attack 3 times like straight. It can only do that effect on monsters. So that's why I've been liking this, but this build is at 40, so I'm still trying to integrate this because I want to play it differently than what everybody else is. And then I said with this, it's like it has nothing to do with them, but it just looks like a bird. And if it's pointing to him, the turn once per battle, each time that monster it points to attacks and destroys opponent monster or something. Let's see. You can target one monster you control that this card points to. Each time that monster that it destroys an opponent's monster by battle this turn, draw a card. So like they say, they have 2 monsters on the field, and you got this one on the field and he's on the field. He can destroy one, banish a card. It can attack again, but because this card is pointing to it, you would draw a card, and then it destroys the second card. You could draw another card, and then attack the 3rd time directly. Attack for 12 directly, and then use his actual effect if you want. Banish, detach, bring back all the banished cards. So it's like, it's good at what it is. I'm still playing with it, and I want to figure out a way if I could put this into it. And these, so the only way to get to this would be this, really. Or you can use the regular one when Arsenal sent to the graveyard to bring him out. So it all depends, but like there's so many simpler ways. Like the simple build does that, but you want to be open to other options under any scenario. So it's like, and I want to run it with actual more Raidraptor cards. I'm like, what about these? Like they're not getting love. This has nothing to do with it, but it was in my extra deck, my extra cards, and it just looked cool. So, and then I got to decide if I want to put them in Pegasus Blue or Pegasus Pink. So they'll have new sleeves because, like I said, it's from 2 years ago, and I bought a box, so see if I can pull that one's collector's rare, a QCRs. And I wanted to buy something to open, so I've been by myself and focused on me, working out a lot, looking great, and playing the deck. So I want to master it is what I want to do. I don't want to just play the deck just because. I want to be the greatest one wielding it in a different way than what everybody else is doing on a basic level. So that's it. Hope you're all doing good and playing what you love and love what you're playing, and I hope everybody's good.